Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Houseplantpixie. For everyone that's new to my channel, my name is Monique and welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning back in to my existing subscribers. In today's episode, I'd like to show you a philodendron. I think it's not classified as a rare philodendron, but I had not troubles, but I didn't find it quite easy to find. It is philodendron. I'll blend in the name. Let me know in the comments below if you actually know how to say this. It is Philodendron Warscewiczii. An absolute amazing philodendron. It is native to Central America, and this is a fairly young plant. I got it from Flora Magnifica. Thank you so much guys for this plant. I also have a mid-stem cutting, which I thought it won't survive, that's why I bought this. But because I bought this, the mid-stem cutting survived, of course. If I wouldn't have bought this plant, my stem cutting probably wouldn't have made it. Anyway, I blended in pictures of the snowflake kind of leaves, and this philodendron apparently grows super quick. And I give you a bit of a rundown for its care. So I thought I'd show you. This is, see all the roots. This is due to getting potted up, and I'll probably pot it next size up. Even though it's a fairly quick grower, you don't really want to go double of this pot, because what happens is a lot of people think, yeah, it will grow into the pot, but that's not the case. Because what's going to happen, because you have all that soil, and then if you use quite dense soil and not a soil mixture, you will actually be more likely to cause root rot on your plant. So don't jump up too quick in pot size. I think there was a bit of water in that pot. Not sure if you can say that. This is a self-watering pot. It's got the false bottom. The false bottom, it's about here. There's water in the reservoir, and that gets us to the water requirements. With a tropical plant, it is very important. Oh, that was my dog going past the camera. With a tropical plant, it is very important. It's all in or nothing with the watering. And I think with a lot of plants, give it a really good drink, like saturate the whole soil, and then it will drain into the decorative pot, and then you can tip out the water. Or same with any other pot. If you have a self-watering pot, you don't want the water sitting in the bottom, which is not a problem because you have that false bottom. Get rid of it, the excess water. But if you think, oh, I water just a little bit here and there, it's not good for the plant. Also, when you water, make sure that your water drains all the way through, that you don't have it sitting on top, and you want your soil to fully dry out. Let it dry out. This is nice and dry, and I think I go by once a week, but then smaller pots need more water, and you will feel it when you lift up the pot. This is super light, and you will see it with those clear pots. Absolutely beautiful, because you see that the soil is fairly dry and it's due for water. I won't water this now because I'm probably going to repot it. And what else? We have the temperature. With the temperature, a tropical plant, as you probably know, you mimic the environment. So anything that's under 10 degrees is not good for these guys. They come from a tropical place and they can't survive all of a sudden in lower temperatures. So room temperature anyway, I think 10 degrees at the lowest. So if you do have them outside and you get winter, bring them inside. They also don't like cold drafts. They don't like quick, a bit like us humans. That change is always good, but if something radically changes, we get a bit knocked around. It's the same for the plants. If you all of a sudden change the temperature or the watering schedule, they won't like it. Trust me, I tried it. With the soil, you want, this is perfect. You got a bit of perlite, and then you got bits of orchid barks. I don't see any horticulture charcoal in it, but I mix that in my potting mix. So you want a perlite for water drainage and good air for the roots. And same with the orchid bark, does a bit the same. I add a bit of potting mix to my mixture, and the horticultural charcoal, you prevent like harmful bacteria to develop. It's very good. And I do believe it helps a little bit with fungus gnats, the horticultural charcoal. With the light conditions for this guy, like for every other philodendron, you want medium to bright indirect light. You can see the lights behind me. That's artificial light, works as well. So how can you see if your plant got too much or too little light? If it gets too much light, it will develop, say it's a bit like us humans again. If you have it outdoors and the sunlight, if you get burned in the sunlight, same with your plant. So avoid the direct sunlight through the window. I'll be careful with as well. Morning sun is fine through the window. I got a few plants on an east facing window where the morning sun, but afternoon sun on the west facing window, be careful. Maybe move it a little bit away. So when your plant is sunburned, it will develop like a dark green, purpley bruised hue on it. Or it will go brown and crisp, but that could be another factor as well. If it's not getting enough light, your plant will get like yellowy type leaf. So I'm not wondering if that's not getting enough light, but I think that's more due to it needs repotting. Philodendron Warscewiczii is not only having the unique name and the unique leaves, it's so easy to care for. That brings me to the next factor, humidity. I moved this guy out of the plant room about a month ago or a couple of months ago, I can't remember, time goes so quick, and it just looks fine. It doesn't really need high humidity. So if you're looking for a philodendron you can have in a spot that is on the drier side in your home where you don't have the high humidity, this is the perfect philodendron for you. This guy's got discovered in the drier zones of forests in Central America, which, yeah, I tried it out and I couldn't believe it. So easy to care for. So definitely a super plus with this plant. And I'll show you my mid-stem cutting, which I'm super, please forgive me. It should have been repotted probably a while ago, but I had a few things going on and didn't really have much time. Whoever follows me on Instagram would have noticed. I've been a bit slack with my posting and updating. I will get better, I promise. And here's my mid-stem cutting. So this is the mid-stem cutting. Please ignore that leaf. Just ignore. It should have been repotted, and you can see all the roots on the bottom there. It's probably also gone yellow. First of all, I got it a bit too close to the grow light, and secondly, this doesn't hold much nutrients, and it probably needs the potting mixture, a proper feed, and eventually I will cut this leaf off, but I will leave it for now. This root developed recently, and let me tell you, do not give up on your cuttings. This took forever. I think it took over 7 months to even, I thought it was dead, because if you look at it, it's gone a little bit black, but it was still nice and firm, so it wasn't rotting, it was all okay, so don't give up. I will probably make a separate video when I pot them up and explain about the sizing of the pots again. But for now, that's it. I hope you liked this video, and let me know in the comments below, do you have a Philodendron Warscewiczii? How did you go with pronouncing the name? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, stay planty. Bye!